What is up, Karatics? So Rockstar has just posted a brand new newswire giving us some information about the next GTA Online DLC update, as well as some updates about Red Dead Online as well, which I will touch on briefly at the end of the video. So let's jump right into it. The first thing we see here is a brand new confirmed Pegassi supercar, and this car seems to be primarily based on the 2022 Lamborghini Countach, which is just awesome, absolutely beautiful car. Now, we do currently have the original Countach in game, which is the Pegassi Torero, so I wonder if they'll use that same name, maybe Torero Modern or Torero R or something like that, or maybe they'll just use a completely new name for it. But anyway, starting off with the first paragraph, they state the information discussed in this newswire is for the content coming in the weeks and months ahead, and that weeks part sort of concerns me because the event week, that's a week and a half for this week, lasting till the 18th instead of the 13th, should point towards a DLC for GTA Online releasing on the 19th of July, but the wording here means that it might be longer. I sure hope not. Anyways, continuing, they talk about how they will basically be adding some improvements and upgrades to the game for the next-gen consoles, which I hope references the jobs and playlists on PS5, which is still broken for over 2 months now, so hopefully that gets fixed. Moving along, they state in a few short weeks, which definitely sounds like a lot more than a week and a half to me, we will be getting a GTA Online update for all platforms. So there it is, confirmed from Rockstar themselves. The next DLC will be available for PS4, Xbox One, PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X/S. So definitely a big relief for the majority of the community there. I know that there was a big concern for most of the community, which is still on old gen, so that's a big relief there again for the entire community. They state this update will basically be building upon the GTA Online businesses, including the executive, biker, gunrunner, and nightclub owner as well, so that can mean many different things. My guess is that they'll probably just adjust the missions a bit in terms of the AIs and maybe the sales as well when you have to make those deliveries that glitch quite often for most players, so maybe they might fix some of those, but in general I don't think it's going to change all that much. And at the end of this paragraph, they talk about new contact missions involving the IAA, where you're a field operative, so that sounds pretty cool, which we kind of see a glimpse of here in the photo below. And the pistol that I see here in the photo doesn't seem to be new, it looks like the heavy revolver. But the IAA badge the player is wearing here around their neck is pretty cool. Although honestly, I wouldn't expect too much of these missions. It's probably like traditional GTA missions where you kill some enemies and deliver a package. I don't think it's going to be anything more than that, unfortunately. Continuing, they blatantly state here that they are nerfing the homing missiles and countermeasures on the Oppressor Mark II, which is definitely long overdue, being about 4 years with this completely annoying and overpowered vehicle that people just spam homing missiles all over the map with. I'm glad they're finally addressing that. Continuing, they talk about some quality of life changes, such as a more convenient way of accessing snacks and armor, so hopefully we can just buy snacks and armor from the interaction menu from now on, and also launching sell missions and invite-only sessions, which has definitely been a long-term request from the community. Beforehand, you would have to do it in public sessions, and it was really annoying with players killing you and stuff when you're trying to make certain deliveries and sales for your business. When this update comes out, you're going to be able to do it in invite-only sessions, so awesome there for sure. And they basically state here that they will be listening a lot more to the community from now on. It was about time, Rockstar. Listening to what the community and fans want is what makes an actual good game. I'm glad they're finally listening. At least that's what they state here. Hopefully we see those actions kind of come into play in future updates, but we'll see. Moving along, they talk about how they'll be increasing payouts throughout the game to give players more freedom to do what they want in game. That is pretty insane, and it was about time. And they go on to specify some activities the payouts will be increased for as well. And the biggest one is increased payouts on select heist finales, which is just awesome. Now they did put select heist finales, so that means not all of them. I'm guessing Kyle will not be included in that. And lastly here, they state that they will continue the traditional event weeks in the future, which is nice to see. Now let's touch on Red Dead Online for a second here to discuss something very important And it all sums up as Rockstar pretty much saying that they're hard at work on the next GTA title, presumably GTA 6, and that they will not be adding any more major DLCs for Red Dead Online because of that. I'm not sure why it took them over a year to say this to the Red Dead community, but I guess they wanted to stretch it out for as long as they could, but that pretty much confirms it there. But anyways, that's pretty much it. In terms of GTA Online, I'm getting some 2020 summer DLC vibes from this, where in that update they added some cars, missions, some quality of life changes, and that was pretty much it. And based on this Newswire, it seems like this is going to be very similar to that. Now, the movie DLC involving Michael from Story Mode that everybody was talking about, rumored in the community, I think that will be the December DLC for this year, and not the summer one based on this Newswire. And honestly, I'm not upset about that. I think it's good Rockstar is finally focusing on making the entire game better in terms of payouts and quality of life changes, instead of just adding new big DLCs on top of what we already have with barely any of those important changes made that the community really wants. So I'm glad we're seeing that in this upcoming DLC. Anyways guys, let me know down below in the comments what are your thoughts on Rockstar's approach to the next DLC. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.